If today you looked up in the sky and saw a black hole barreling towards Earth, what do you think you'd do? In short, you'd do nothing, because there is absolutely nothing you could do. Black holes are massive interstellar objects that have gravity greater than the sun itself and greater than the objects that form it. Black holes are thought to be one of the wildest and extreme things in the universe. Their sizes range from very small and to supermassive. There are also many different ways a black hole can form, but most form from massive stars that die and collapse into their center. Black holes are most known for their gravity, though. They can pull things in, and not even light can escape after they pass the event horizon. These are just a few things I would like to inform you on about black holes. So getting into my first point, I would like to talk about supermassive black holes. Supermassive black holes are thought to be the biggest black holes in existence, and they form from unimaginably large stars or maybe even old galaxies that have collapsed in on themselves and have been thought to collapse into one single point called the singularity at the center of a black hole. And when you look at a supermassive black hole, what you're actually seeing is the event horizon, not the black hole itself. At the center of the supermassive black hole, there is a point that is infinitely dense called the singularity, and the event horizon is the point of no return once you enter a black hole's gravitational pull. Supermassive black holes are thought to be at the center of most, if not every galaxy, and they hold most galaxies together, including the Milky Way. This is just one of many different sizes of black holes. The next thing I'd like to talk about is how a black hole forms. In general, a black hole needs a lot of mass to form and to go to that extreme pressurized point called a singularity. Most of the time, it takes a star at least 100 times the mass of our sun. Our sun, when it dies, will most likely become a white dwarf and not a black hole. Most stars that become a black hole have the mass probably 4,000 times the mass of the sun. And whenever they collapse and die, it is whenever they form iron or fuse neon into iron in their core. Iron is like nuclear ash. It can't fuse into anything else. Therefore, gravity wins this tug between fusion and gravity, and the star collapses in on itself. And if the star is massive enough, it will collapse into an infinitely small point, an infinitely dense point called the singularity, which will cause a black hole to form. Now, next, I would like to talk about the gravity of a black hole. A singularity is the point where all the mass of the black hole is stored, and these are so infinitely dense that it creates a sphere of gravitational pull in which not even light itself can escape. Now, this gravitational pull is so great that it can tear apart whole stars and disrupt whole solar systems. And most of the time, people believe that black holes will suck things up out of space. In fact, it is not that way. If an equally massive black hole replaced the sun, Earth would continue to orbit that black hole just as it orbits the sun. The only difference being Earth would freeze to death, because black holes give off very, very little radiation. Their gravity is so massively dense that they are one of the most dense, if not the most dense, and most gratifying things in the universe. With all that said, I would like to just say that black holes are one of the most amazing and wondrous objects in the universe, and we may never completely understand how they work. All we know is that there are supermassive black holes out there that form on amazing interstellar levels that could link to the creation of the universe. Now, black holes, whenever they are supermassive, can have whole galaxies orbiting them, and most black holes form by dying stars that are massive enough to produce a singularity, which causes the event horizon. Black holes' gravity is so great that light can't even escape, and their gravity is greater than most objects, if not every object in the universe, and it is all brought together by the singularity at the center of the black hole. Truly, black holes are very wondrous things, and they are perhaps the most extreme interstellar objects in the universe. and hopefully one day we will completely understand them and how the singularity works. Thank you.